Hello everyone, this is Dylan from the Toro Club, and I'm back with Carl, who got first place at our first ever Power Absorb tournament. So what'd you get first place with, Carl?
The good old Android 21.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she's pretty good, I guess, since it's a new card. We'll just talk about the leader. So the front side, you can't play battle cards with skills. So it just limits you from playing the Piccolo card, I guess. Auto at the end of your turn, if you have a Z battle card, you can untap an energy. And then the best skill of this card is activate main, take a life to your hand, check top 5, add any blue android. So you just +2, no attack needed, and for some reason you pump your leader by 5k also when you do that. In case you want to attack something, you can get a free 5k pump. So, and then you untap one, draw one when you're 4 or less life. No alternate awaken, but it's fine. You put yourself to 4. On this side, you still cannot play battle cards with skills on your own turn. And the other permanent is pretty ridiculous. You can use your opponent's unisons, battle cards, and your own 21 Z battle cards as energy when you're casting a 21 battle card. So it's pretty ridiculous. Activate main, untap up to 3 of your opponent's battle cards in unisons, ignoring barrier, and draw 1. So, by the way, you draw 1 first, so you can, as far as I know, you can decide if you want to untap anything after you see your draw. So, really crazy leader. So, we'll go into the deck. 4, Pan, Glimpse of Talent. Pretty ridiculous card. Essentially, you can just cast these on your turn when you don't need to do anything crazy. Just get a draw, and then whenever you're ready to use them offensively, you just give them to your opponent, and then they're blue energy for your 21 battle cards. They can just activate main and give them right back to you, but if you don't combo them off, then when the turn gets passed back to you, they're just more free blue energy. So this card is amazing in the deck. I think it's definitely a 4 of.
It was like it was made for this deck or something.
Yeah, very good. Good thing you can't search this with Piccolo, because that would be completely insane.
Yeah.
But this card pairs really good with it. Mandatory Gathering. It's pay 1 blue when it's played, check top 5 for a blue android. I think it's 5 or less. And then at the end of your opponent's next turn, you play a clone token. Also, when you combo it on either turn, you play a clone token immediately, I believe. So you can do crazy stuff like pay 1 for pan, draw, give it to your opponent, tap it, play 21, search, leader, untap it, draw, tap it again, play another Mandatory Gathering. Just get a bunch of free cards for literally nothing. This is a really powerful card in the deck. The rest of the 21s are... I played 4 of these. I will take 1 out. I've already done it really since tournament, but I did play 4 of these. It is still an amazing card, but it does take 3 blues, so its effect is... its skill is not really as good as some of the other ones. On your own turn, you can bottom deck a battle card, and it restands at the end of the turn. It's a crit blocker. If you counterplay with it on your opponent's turn, then you can draw 1. So it's nice. Sometimes if they're playing something big like a Gohan Beast or something, you can counterplay, I believe, in window 2, tap their Gohan Beast, play this, and then draw. At least they're, they don't get the extra swing. Yeah. You can do that with other cards as well, not just Gohan Beast, but probably the best use for this card, I would say.
I guess the deflect too, since you're just resting off of paying. And goes to the barrier too, so.
That is correct, yeah. Super good utility card. The best one. This is unbelievable, mostly because it only takes 2 blues. Pretty easy to play this out. Tap 2 of your opponent's battle cards and or unison. Draw 2, play a clone token at the end of the next turn. It's just an amazing card. If you don't want to go too crazy, you can just get 2 free draws, put a 20k double striker out. That card, it's unbelievable in this deck. Luckily, it's limit 1 for the draw, because you'd be able to pump a lot of these out, if not in 1 turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is another beast of a card here. So basically, it has an auto on play. It's a counterattack. It does not negate. Auto on play, bottom deck a battle card, ignoring barrier. And then for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot attack with non-leaders unless they bottom deck a card in their hand and their Z energy. I believe it's bottom deck. Oh no, it's place them in the drop. So this can be effectively a hatchiack. If your opponent starts their turn with no Z energy and they attack with a battle card first, you can counterattack with this, pop the battle card. They can't combo anymore. And if the only other attack they can make is with their leader, and if you negate it, they've been hatched for the turn. They can't attack anymore. So you can really lock people out pretty good with this card. It's a 25k double striker also for some reason. I don't know, just it can't be counterplayed by a lot of things because it's 25k.
Yeah, and plus when you counter, you get to rest one of their cards.
Oh yeah, that's of course, yeah. It's 2 blues and a green, so you can tap one of their cards to
tap the
counter.
tap the pans you play.
You can tap 4 of their cards potentially, depending on what you're playing against. So yeah, it's an amazing card. It's really good. Why they made this card a free 10k combo, I don't know, but they did. This is the boss card of the deck. I didn't really play it a lot, actually, mostly useful for the free 10k combos. But it's a lot of skills. At the end of your turn, you untap 5. If your opponent activates a counter at any point, once per turn, they pitch 2 cards, and it's dual attack, double strike, and it wipes all their battle cards on play. So I believe actually you can choose any number, so you don't actually have to kill all of them.
Yeah, keep your tokens there.
Yeah, you can keep your blue energy if you want. I mean, your opponent's battle area. It's a really, really insane card, but free 10k combos. I mean, that's crazy.
What's the least amount of your own energy you paid for with that card?
Oh man, I mean, I've at some point I've probably just paid the two greens, the 2 blue greens and the energy.
Wow.
But I would say with some more testing, once you play against a mirror maybe or a green deck, you can pretty easily, I would imagine, play that for no real energy cost. So
wow.
Yeah, it's very strong. I mean, with the leaders untap after you play this or before, you can play like 2 of these pretty easily, turn 4, turn 5.
Yeah, not limit 1, so.
Yeah, or you can, well, not 2 of these, like one copy of the 8 and then another 4 cost card, because you're not actually forced to pay all of your real energy. You can tap a bunch of battle cards, leader, untap the battle cards again, and then play one of these, and then you still have energy open.
Yeah,
even though you've played 2 ridiculous bosses.
They get punished for countering, so.
Yeah, it's crazy. The last 21 battle card, of course, is the SCR. An unbelievable card. When you first read it, it's like healing 2 is very good, but it's really crippling when your opponent spends a lot of resources, attacks, multiple turns to try to whittle you down to get you down to like 1, 2 life, even 3 sometimes. And then you can play this, clear their entire board, and heal 2, back up to, safe range. It's a crippling blow most of the time.
And it's only a 4 cost. So
only a 4 cost, yeah.
Play it for free if you can.
Yeah, and it's only 1 blue and 1 green, so you're playing that pretty easily. It's pretty devastating. Usually I'll try to play these 2 in the same turn to get some draws, and then I'll untap the stuff and then play this, wipe it all after I've already used it for energy once. So, yeah, I mean, this card is just amazing. Dual attack blocker, saves itself once. An unbelievable card. Also, you can hit it off the top 5 search of your leader. So, yeah, it's just amazing in the deck. That's all the 21 battle cards, I believe. So, some of the more generic stuff that just helps it. That's right. Just an amazing card. Mostly useful for the search, of course. It makes this deck really hyper consistent. But you can also pay 3 to rival this and do some Yushigesh Kid Goku combos. Pop a battle card and a card in their hand. But mostly it's the searching ability of this. It's also negates energy exhaust, so free charge when you need it.
Perfect card for the deck.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. For my super combos, I did play 1 untapped super combo and 3 Android 8s. So these are searchable, and that's what I was prioritizing, just seeing 4 super combos a game if I could. And it worked out really well. You don't draw a ton of cards. I mean, your leader draws 1 per turn after you get awakened, and you draw from Audacity, but these are just nice to keep your hand size up. And there are points where usually turn 2 or turn 3, depending on the deck, where you want to untap 1 blue-green, you'll tap yourself out to play your Z cards. So this was nice. If I could see this early, or keep it late for some activate battle tricks to rival this, or another spicy tech I will show you in a moment. It was really good. So we kept that in. Played 4 17s. This combined with these was really ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can resolve both of these in a turn. I mean, what's your opponent gonna do? They have to stop attacking. You have to lose 2 cards in hand and a Z every time you swing. I mean,
Because this deck plays a Z card pretty easily, so.
yeah, very, very easily. And these were just really good. 5K combos, searchable off your leader, searchable off the Android 18. Really good card, so we like those at 4. This is the Spice of Rival card I was talking about. You could play multiple 21s off of this, so. Bad Omen is a card that I will be adding in this deck, probably at 2 copies. Mostly for the fact that it's 1 blue, 1 green, and 3 unspecified to play it for 5. So that's ridiculous in this deck. So mostly for that, but it can also end the game with this card. You can also play these from your hand if it comes up. So activate battle, you can combo a blue-green card, which would be this, or you can combo this for free for some reason. Pay 4 for this, which isn't hard to do. You have a lot of untaps. I'll show you some more in a moment. And you can search this, or I believe you can search Bad Omen also, can you? Yeah, you can search this or Bad Omen, and then play them out to the field. If this is already in your hand, you can play this out to the field.
Wipe their board and heal too.
Yeah, so I mean that's insane. This was a nice just spice tech. It's an additional win con if it comes up.
Did you ever play it in the tournament?
Yes, I did a few times. I did play it quite a few times. So.
What do you usually play off of the 16?
I mean, I didn't have Bad Omen, and I was okay with that, but I was just mostly playing this card. One time I played this, but. Mostly this, just to get rid of a battle card ignoring barrier. You know, Shigesh Kid Goku style.
Yeah.
So, probably one of the best cards in the deck is the one of Boo Unison. There are turns where you can, you can play this by tapping 4 of your opponent's cards, draw 2, and then play Boo Unison for 4. You've drawn 3 cards, 4 with your leader skill, and you're untapping an energy, and you have 2 double strikers. A completely insane turn that probably shouldn't be a thing, but Boo is at 1, so if you draw it, you can do that. So just adds an extra 2 additional layers of protection. Also, if Blue didn't already have enough of that, so an incredible card in this deck. Some of the best cards here in the deck: Dimension Magic. Tap a blue, untap 2 blue-greens. I mean, it's just such a perfect fit in the deck.
Staple.
Yeah. Redding energy so you can prepare arrival plays or counterattack plays. It's an incredible card. 3 of this negate. It's free at 4 or less life if you want it to be. And it spawns a clone token at the end of that turn. So it was also just really good. When you hit them with this floodgate, they want to attack with something so they can Z-charge and continue attacking. So you can punish them pretty badly by using this, stopping the first attack with the leader, use any one of these free negates to prevent them from Z-charging, and just baby hatch them. So these were amazing. I would definitely keep them in. 3 Senzu Bean. Card was really ridiculous. Same type of deal. You can pay a blue, untap a blue, 2 blue-greens. At one point, I triple beamed myself when my opponent was trying to go for game. And you can imagine in a blue-green deck like this, you untap 3 energy on your opponent's turn. That's going to be big problems for them. So,
oh yeah,
was amazing. And then 2 Release Ball. Another really good card. It kind of helps with the problem of tapping out on turn 2. If they go to play something, you can keep it in hand and then untap a blue-green for free. So gets you to be able to use negates and surprise factor. Some Z battle cards don't have deflect right now. Some pretty good ones. So yeah, it was a really good card. I liked it. And that is 50 card main deck. The one change I'll probably make. I have to cut. This is definitely coming out for at least 1 Bad Omen. I don't know what else. Maybe one of these because I want to keep it at 50, just as consistent as possible. Maybe one of these. I don't know, but we'll see. Definitely 2 Bad Omens are going in now.
Let's see that Z deck.
Okay, so got a couple clones. The most important card I would say are these. This one is how you awaken turn 2. If you get attacked one time, you can awaken turn 2. So it just takes a life on play, and then at the start of your opponent's main phase, you can pay a blue and play a 21 from under it. So you Z-stack this on play, and then on your opponent's turn, you play this out.
Because your leader untaps, right?
Your leader can untap, yes, but usually what you want to do is get yourself to 5 life, and you can do that via its own skill as long as you get attacked one time in the first 2 turns. Then you can go to 5 life, play this, go to 4, leader, untap 1, draw 1, skill, draw 1 again, and you'll be at 1 open. You can pass, play this out, and then you have 2 energy to work with for your 21s, and that's another reason. So that's kind of going into why I run some of these untap cards, these free untaps. It's for that turn specifically. When you play your Unison or your Z battle card out and you're tapped out, you want one of these because that's your most vulnerable point in the whole game is turn 2 at the start of your opponent's main phase. When you pay the 1 to play out your 4-cost 21 to ramp 1, you'll be tapped out. That's your most vulnerable spot, so you need one of these cards to be able to get an energy back up. I usually prioritize that. If I can get past that successfully, most likely will win. Casting this for 4 is ridiculous also because you can use your opponent's battle cards for Z-stack, and it gets rid of something on play. Don't know why it does that, but yeah. It's also a 20k blocker, and it can copy skills. So when you pay 4 for it, you can Z-stack and use... Most of these are relevant for the Z-stack, but this is probably the best one because you can give the card triple strike or barrier, which most people won't be expecting that, and that's just a threat all the time. And some turns, if you want, you can just give it barrier if you want to block with it. If you want to get aggressive, give it the triple strike. You don't have to lose the card, right? Like, you don't have to sack it to gain a skill. You can just gain whichever skill you want. So that's what this is mostly in there for. These all have other uses. If I need to clear boards, you know, and I don't want to use 21s to do it, I can use that. Can use this for clearing boards. It's a crit swing if I want to pressure them with crits. And obviously against blue mirrors, that card's incredible to hit the hand down. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else really to say too much about the deck. I played against Majin Vegeta, Trunks Cheetah, and a Vegito deck, the one that warps 5 cards.
Oh, the Gogeta Xeno.
Or Gogeta Xeno, yeah. That. It had a lot of the new black cards in it, so it was pretty good. Majin Vegeta was pretty tough. So, yeah, I didn't drop any games, though. It was like 7-0 that day, so
yeah, seems like
that's pretty nasty.
Seems like a pretty ridiculous deck.
Yeah, it's pretty good, so yeah. I will keep tinkering with it, and hopefully I can get another list coming out and watch for some gameplay videos.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you for showing off your deck, Carl. We'll see you guys in the next video.